Holy balls. Super overdue video. I did skip a couple weeks of videos, and I was opening my own little business, which I'm just gonna go ahead and give a shameless plug in here. So I opened a side business that is all centered around succulents and houseplants. It's botanical themed arts and gifts. So it's a website called Floraline Studio, and I'll put the link in the description box below if you want to check it out. If you like plants or succulents, or you know somebody that does. I sell note card sets. Here's a little 10-pack of note cards. Comes with the envelopes, and every one of them is different. If you can get a set of 5 or a set of 10, and every single card is different. And they're all images, photography that I took of my own succulent collection. So it's super fun, and I also have stickers. Here's one I created for the honeybees and all pollinators. Yeah, message received. And I have a whole bunch of other ones. I have ones that say succulents on board and moonchild, and just a whole bunch of, I'm just going to keep adding them as I create them, but everything is completely designed and created by me in this room in my home studio. So feel free to check it out. And that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, so I've been packing orders and stuff like that, and I just realized I didn't bother to clean up back there because I'm packing orders last night and I didn't clean up, but whatever, hashtag reality. I've had 3 electrolysis sessions since my last video, and so here we are with an update. If you are just joining in and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm getting electrolysis because I have polycystic ovarian syndrome and hirsutism, which feel free to Google that if you don't know what that is. I explained it in prior videos. And one of the side effects is I have a beard. Obviously you can see a little itchy scratchy down there left over. So I'm vlogging, tracking my progress on all of my electrolysis sessions. So today's May 26th, 2021. And I got my first electrolysis session on April 1st. So it's been 9 weeks, I believe. And I've been going once a week, so thus 9 sessions that I've had so far, totaling about 25 hours. So it's pretty crazy to think that I've been laying for literally one whole day of my life getting electrolysis, but long way to go, but that's the progress I have so far. Do a little close up. All of this has been covered, my chin, my mustache, which she just did, and I'll get into that later. All up here. And all this redness will fade with time and care. And then the old bullfrog is yet to be done. But she did come down on this side a little because all this darkness went all the way to the sides of my neck. So that will be the next session that she tackles. Yesterday I had my most recent session, and it was 4 hours. Amongst these 9 sessions, I've had them an hour long, 2 hours long, up to 4 hours long. So yesterday, like I said, was another 4-hour long session, and that's what I want because the most progress can get done, and when I'm there, I just want to bust it out. So the new thing from yesterday's session, however, is she finally did my mustache and underneath my bottom lip. Holy balls. That one was painful. Tears were pouring down my eyes, not like crying, painful tears, but just, you know, when you get like a really bad pimple on your nostril and it makes your eyes water. I bet you're reacting right now like, that's how it was, but just, 10 times worse, for every single piece of hair that she zapped and pulled out. So tears were like pouring down my face. And at one point she's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I said, "Yes, you know, I'm fine. It's just like my body's eye-watering response to what's going on in such a sensitive area." But I just told her to keep going. I just wanted to get it done. And fortunately, I think my pain tolerance is pretty high. So it's not that bad, but that area was definitely, out of everything so far, the most painful. I now have a 3-week break from getting any sessions for a combination of reasons, one of which is I'm going out of town for a wedding that I'm in. And so I told her, you know, for the week to a week and a half prior to that, I just didn't want to get any sessions so that my skin can just kind of calm down and I don't have any new red dots or swelling, just because I don't feel like having my face look like that when I'm in a wedding. And then for the 3rd week, she is actually going to be out of town. But it's going to be a good thing. It'll be a good break. It'll give my skin a chance to just kind of chill out. It's not like anything will get reversed if you don't, you know, if you stop for a couple weeks. It's just that more progress won't be made until I go back again. But I think it'll be good for the reasons that I just said, and also because I won't be getting any more sessions for several weeks, so I'll really be able to see like, okay, what is truly not growing back versus what is still just gone because I just got electrolysis yesterday or last week, if that makes sense. But so far, I'm seeing a lot of progress. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, if you've seen all of them, but obviously down here, you know, what this looks like used to look like it everywhere. Not quite this heavy. This is the heaviest area, which is what we're going to get rid of next. But I mean, that heaviness was everywhere, all the way up to like my cheekbones and my mustache. And it was just a little more spread out up here, but you'll see that either in prior videos or I'm going to put a couple side-by-side images here right now. So you can see on the left that there's a lot of the dense black hairs, especially around my jawline and my chin area, and then down my neck. And then the image on the right, I took about 10 minutes after my 4-hour session yesterday, hence the minor swelling and all the red dots. But you can see how much progress is there. So that is what 25 hours of electrolysis looks like, for me at least, in my condition. So I'm extremely happy with the progress so far. There's been a lot of people, both in person or on social media, that have been asking me questions as I have been sharing my progress. So I just wanted to go through a couple of those. I'm not going to do a whole bunch, just you know, 1 or 2 of the biggest ones. And then having said that, if you have any questions that I haven't answered or that you're curious about, leave a comment. I'm completely an open book, and there's like literally nothing that I'm uncomfortable answering or talking about. The number 1 question is, what are you feeling so far that's the most different since getting the progress done so far? For me, it's just my, how do I explain this? My crippling anxiety that I have on a day-to-day basis, just getting up and going out and about into the world due to this, is lessening and lessening with each session that I get. Anytime I go anywhere, I always am aware and present in what, you know, in the moment that's in front of me. But I'm always looking at those moments through a filter of anxiety because of this. You know, I'm meeting a new person or I'm just around somebody that I already know, but all I'm thinking is, nice to meet you. I hope you can't see my 5 o'clock shadow even though it's 8 a.m. This past weekend, my husband and I went to the beach and I'm like, hi, I'm here. And I'm not thinking about this shit. I'm thinking about the ocean and the clouds in the sky and the sand in my feet and the drink in my hand, and that was it. So that feeling is incredible, where I'm like fully in the moment somewhere without this being in the forefront of my mind with every single thing that I do. Granted, still have a long way to go, but that I'm feeling that difference already, and it's incredible. Another question that I have gotten asked is what am I most looking forward to that hasn't necessarily happened yet with the progress that I've made? It's honestly like 3 things. It's like just getting up, washing my face, moisturizer, do my whole skincare thing, but like that's it. Going out into the world, or just doing things that require overnight stays, not being like, is there a razor? Not waking up and getting up before everybody so I can go into the bathroom and secretly shave before anyone else wakes up. Things like that I let this take so much control over that it honestly let me miss out on the moments or even the whole entire experience itself. I mean, there's been times when I've been invited somewhere and I'm just like, nope, sorry, I can't go. Even though I could, I just didn't want to because I didn't want to deal with this. Another thing I'm looking forward to is letting my husband touch my face in a fresh way and just letting it happen. I don't like getting my face touched at all because of this. But if it's smooth and the hair is gone, grab a hold, honey. I mean, that's just something simple you don't really think about. Like, yeah, my husband touches my face. And I look forward to feeling that. And same with like, okay, so I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. I have over 10 nieces and nephews, and I haven't seen them in so long due to COVID, but anytime I see them and give them a huge hug and a huge kiss and, snuggle them, there's been so many times when they're like, oh, Aunt Jackie poked me, or your face is itchy, or you hurt me, and, they're totally innocent kids, but like, that's heartbreaking to be like, I can't even freaking snuggle the kiddos because they feel like their aunt is a cactus and I am not a cactus. That's something that's going to be so precious, is to just give them hugs and not be poking them anymore. I mean, there's a million things, but the last biggest thing is, which I've mentioned before, is my wedding day. For those of you that don't know me already, I'm legally married to my husband already, but we did it in the courthouse on New Year's Eve, and there was, it was in the middle of a pandemic, so May of 2022, we're going back home to Chicago and celebrating with all of our family and friends, the whole ceremony and reception and everything as like any other normal wedding. So the thought of my wedding day, waking up, doing everything, being in the moment of those things without thinking about this is going to be real nice, Clark. That's it. If you're still watching at this point, you're a trooper, and thank you for your continued support. I hope this video was entertaining, informative, encouraging, whatever it might have been. I just hope it was positive for you. And like I said, if you have any questions, ask away. Happy Memorial Day, and be safe and take care of each other. Bye, guys.